Hello, Aries. Hello, Aries. This is Adrienne of the Capricorntigress of Astrology and LookInside.com. And I'm coming to you with the astrological review for the month of November 2019. And, well, the funny thing is, Aries, I think a lot of Aries have been going through a lot of pain. Uh, I don't know if it's pain as much as it's growth. I mean, we're talking like a physical growth, actual physical growth, like actual physical changes, improvements, fixing of the body, the physical self. Even, I mean, anything that has to do with the physical self, that could be mind or body, I guess. And Chiron has been going through that. A lot of you are changing, your personalities are changing, the way, just a lot of things are changing about Aries right now. So, if that's happening, don't think anything weird about it. It's part of what you're supposed to be going through right now. And so be aware of that. Okay. Neptune is retrograde in your 12th house. And, it's funny because Pisces is the natural 12th house for for Pisces to 12th houses. And Neptune is at home when it's in the 12th house. So it's been really a weird mixed bag because on one hand you have Neptune there, which is the planet of confusion. And so sometimes things might seem a little bit more confusing than they should be. But the other thing is Neptune, especially in its own home, brings a real sense of intuition, like just knowing. And there might be a lot of things like that where you just know. You just know it. And your hunches may have been a little off over the last few months, only because Neptune's been retrograding. But as of the 27th of November, Neptune is going to go direct. And so I think those hunches are going to be coming back and you're going to be dead on target again. I really believe that. Now, Uranus has been in the second house in the sign of Taurus, but on the 12th of November, there's going to be a full moon in Taurus. And, the funny thing is, Taurus is the natural house of of the second, natural ruler of the second house. And it is known for money. It's known for money. It's known for amassing possessions. It's known for, like the good life, like comfortable living, ease of living. So I think when the full moon is there, I just sense that some of you might strive for that ease of living when the full moon is in the second house like that. That's going to be around the 12th. So you may be feeling this as early as the 11th, but the 12th is when it's happening. The North Node is down in the 4th house in the sign of Cancer. And that just shows that could be some emotions happening in your home life. It's your family. A lot of you might be living with family, living at home with family. You might have family that moved in with you, but the thing is, when it's the North Node, I just sense that it's a time of compassion, like a time of caring and giving. I just don't see you resentful of that. I think that you would, not at this time, I think that you would enjoy all good things that happen in your home. I would hope so. The funny thing is, conversely, on the other side of the chart, in the sign of Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto are there. And Saturn in the 10th house, I think I mentioned it to you guys before. It tends to roll like mean people. So and Pluto too. So I just want to warn Aries to not be mean. I don't think you mean it, but it's just, Saturn has a tendency to place judgments and, just shut the door because you placed a judgment on someone or a situation where it doesn't belong. And it may come off as mean. You might not mean it to, but it might be because it's the way you protect yourself, because Capricorns do like to protect themselves. But be aware that this could be happening, that you be a little harsh where you don't need to be harsh. Venus does go into Capricorn on the 25th of November, and maybe that'll soften things up a little bit, and you'll be able to see things in a softer, lighter point of view. Until then, you've got lots of planets going into, well, let's start with this. Mars is in the 7th house, Aries, and that is in Libra, and that's going to stay in Libra until the 18th. You know, the 7th house is partners and marriage and enemies even, but it's the opposite of Aries. And Libra is usually very diplomatic, but we're talking Mars. Mars belongs in Aries. Mars does not like being in Libra. So there could be all kind of crazy things happening in your partnerships right now, especially with your actual marriage partner if you're married, or whoever your significant other is. Be aware also that open enemies can come out of nowhere and for no reason, and you won't understand why. Just know it could happen. Not saying it will, just saying it could. The sun is in Scorpio, and so is Mercury. And to a certain extent, let's see, Mars goes in on the 18th, and you know, there's a lot of emphasis in your 8th house. The 8th house is like other people's money. It's actually an ability to talk about the deep things. When I think of the word deep and dark, I think of the 8th house. It's like a deep, dark cesspool of everything. Everything we think, everything we fear, everything. And that's all happening. There's a lot of emphasis there, especially when it's in Scorpio. It's its own home. It's a lot of deep, dark things happening there. And I think it's really going to play out after Mars gets into that 8th house on the 18th of November. There is going to be a new moon in Scorpio. Excuse me, today is a new moon in Scorpio. There's going to be a new moon in Sagittarius on the 23rd of, is that, I think it, excuse me, I'm so sorry, 26th of November. And the sun goes into Sagittarius on the 22nd. Also on the 24th, I've been telling everyone about this, that sun, excuse me, Venus conjoined Jupiter in Sagittarius. That's amazing. And you, Aries, are really going to benefit from that, because this Venus is going to be in Sag, and Jupiter is going to be in Sag. They're both beneficial planets, and they're both going to be trine Aries. So that's beneficial too. It's all harmonious. I sense good things for Aries, especially when it comes to things like travel and education and religion and law and all kind of legal things. And wow, I think all of those your philosophy on life, even all of those things are highlighted during the month. Okay. And once again, I'll just say this. When Venus goes into Capricorn on the 25th of November, I really hope that you take advantage of that, because that's really going to smooth things over in your career. I think people are going to start seeing you in a softer, lighter way, hopefully, and it'll just help to really smooth over your image overall. I will say this, that Neptune in the 12th house, one last thing as I looked at it, I just want to make sure you're aware that you're not deluding yourself, or, you know, living in delusions or illusions. Be sure you're not doing that, especially if it has anything to do with your partnerships. Okay. Well, much love and light to you, Aries. I hope that you got something out of this reading that I gave to you tonight. And please take a moment to like and share our videos. It really does help a great deal when you like our videos and share them. So thank you for doing that. And also take a moment to subscribe to our channel. And be sure to hit the little bell that they have there so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video to YouTube. Okay? Much love and light to you. Oh, and if you want to find out more about astrologylookinside.com and all the things that I do, Capricorntigress, you can look below and find out more about us there. Much love and light to you. Bye now.